Hey, what's going on there, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to be showcasing zNPCs plugin. This is basically a free alternative to Citizens, and I think I like it a little bit better of how the functionality is. You can also use it to hook in with your bungeecord, so you can send players to different servers, as well as placeholder API. So I find it just a little bit easier to set up and use, and we're going to be demonstrating this on this really cool build map by Odyssey Builds. This is their superhero hub, and as you can see, we got Superman fighting Iron Man, and it just looks really cool, guys. We got some of the fighting aspects to it, and we got some fire from the buildings. It looks really cool, guys. So you can actually go buy this down in the description, and you can use my code Striker10 to save 10% off any type of builds from the Odyssey shop. So really cool stuff here, guys, and it just looks really great. So I'm going to go into GM0, and we'll get started with the plugin showcase. So this is specifically, a hub designated for bungeecord portal over here. I don't have it hooked up with bungeecord at this moment, but we're going to be just demonstrating and sort of like teleporting to different worlds in my case. Alright, so we're going to be placing our NPCs above here right now, and we can do the main command for this is /zNPC. That will show you your main help menu right here. So we're going to be creating our NPC with /zNPC create. Now we need the ID, so this is going to be a number. So I'm going to put 1. If you have more, you just have to go up by increment. So I'm going to put 1, and then we can do the skin. So this can either be a URL or it can be a player's name. I'm going to be doing Jeff because that's just my go-to right there. And then we can do -name, and this is going to be the name of like the hologram that appears above the NPC. So I'm just going to call this Kit PvP. Alright, so there we go. So now we have our NPC here, and he's just a normal NPC looking good. I want to move him right over here, so I'm going to go up 1 and center myself using the world edit, and then we can teleport him here with zNPC move -ID, and then this is the one that we made, which is 1. So there we go. So now he is moved here. If you want him to look around, you can use this toggle command. So we can do zNPC toggle the ID that we have, which is 1, and now we can use the look subset. So we can do -look, and that will follow the player whatever they are looking. So I kind of like that aspect. Just depends on what you want to do. And then if you want to mirror the player's skin of the person that is looking at them, so this is very similar to how Hypixel has it set up, where each player sees their own skin, like on leaderboards or stats or something. So you can actually use the mirror command, and it's pretty much the same thing, except you just do -mirror, and there we go. And you will have to either restart or reload. I'm going to head and just reload confirm real quick. I do not recommend using the reload command if you have a production server, because it can break things, but just in my test environment, I'm just going to be reloading it. And there we go. So now anytime a new player joins, they will see their skin here. So just depends on what you want to do with that. Today's video sponsor is the Songoda Marketplace. And if you are looking for any type of unique or custom plugin for your Minecraft server, there is quite a bit of selection over there. So make sure you guys go check them out using the link down in the description, and you can find some great plugins for your server. Now we can actually start adding some of the names, so we have like more holograms. So say you are running bungeecord and you want to have like a placeholder showing people online on that server or the world, or something along those lines. So we can actually set the lines using the lines command. So zNPC lines our -ID, which is 1, and then we can do -lines, and then now we can add specific lines. So each space represents a new line. So for example, if I do first, and then we'll do like second, and then we'll do third. Alright, so there we go. First, second, third. Oops, it didn't do that one. So we'll do a third. There we go. So first, second, third. So now we want to add multiple things to one line. So to do that, by default, it is going to be using a placeholder, which is a dash. So we can do like hello, and then dash, which is going to be like the space. You can change this in the config, I do recommend that you make it like an underscore, because that would be a lot better, but you can change that in the configurations. But by default, it is a dash. So we'll do dash, and we'll say like hello player name. So this is going to be using placeholder API player, and then we'll do like hello player. All right, so that's going to be the first line, and there we go. It says hello player. If it does just say a placeholder, you need to have placeholder API installed. So you do eCloud download, and then we need to download the player expansion. And then that will allow you to use placeholders within your specific holograms. So there we go. So that's all you have to do to get the placeholders. So we'll say hello Soul Striker, and then our second name here. So our second line, we could say like kit PvP, and we'll say like online or something. So we'll say online. All right, so that would be our second one. And then for my last line, I'm going to be using the server placeholder. This is going to represent everyone online on the server. And again, you can use bungeecord placeholders to get per server. So we'll just do online just like that. Alright, so now I actually need to download the specific server placeholder. So this is the command for that, and we can go ahead and download that expansion and reload, and there we go. So that is counting me online. So now we can start adding commands. So for example, I want my kit PvP, when I right click this NPC, it's going to teleport me to my specific world or bungeecord, depending on what you have set up. So now we need to do the action, and then we need the ID, which is 1, and then now we can add the specific type of action that we want. So you can use a console, you can use a command, or you can use server to send people to another server, thus with bungeecord. In my case, I'm going to be just teleporting them to the world. So I'm going to be doing console. Alright, so we need to do console. So in my case, I'm going to be teleporting to another world. So I'm going to be doing mvtp, and then to get the player's name, you need to use the placeholder API for the player's name. So that is mvtp, and then that would be the player. And now we're just going to be teleporting them to my nether world. Alright, so there we go. And to see all the specific commands that you added, it's pretty much doing the actions ID 1, and then we just need to do list. And here is our console MVTP player. So let's go ahead and right click on him, and now we are getting teleported to our nether world. So that is perfect, guys. So that is working perfectly. So I'm gonna go back to my hub world again, and then if we want to add something else, we can do pretty much the same command again to add more commands. So we'll do ECO give, we'll give the player like $150. Alright, so then if we do our list command real quick, and we can see that there should be 2 commands. Yeah, 2 commands have been added right there. So we go ahead and click him, and there we go. We have now $150, which is perfect. So that is working properly. Those are the 2 commands that we did specifically add. If you want to remove some of the commands, you can do zNPC, pretty much the same action, and then ID 1, and then you can do dash remove, and then you can specify the ID. So if we want to remove our ID of 1, which is the ECO, we can remove that one, and boom, we are now done. So that is how the zNPC plugin works, and you can create multiple as well. So we can do like another one, we can create ID, we can make this one 2, and then we can do like the skin of like Notch or someone, and then we can just say like survival. Alright, so that would make his skin right there, and you can change his specific type as well. So we can do zNPC, and then we can do type, we can do ID of 2, and then we can do dash type, and we'll make him like, we'll make him a creeper or something. So there we go. So he is now a creeper, and you can pretty much do the same commands over and over. As I said, there is console, the command if you want the player to run it or to send it to the server. So all in all, really great plugin. I actually really like it a lot better than just default citizens, because you can customize it a little bit more, and I think it runs a little bit better as well. So anyways, hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.